2025 was Egypt's most successful year yet in its pursuit to expand reliance on renewable energy. 5.6 gigawatts of renewable energy were added to the country's electricity grid last year, almost half of which was solar power. The country also offered 11.2 gigawatts in production bids and announced plans for projects that would take that figure up to 28 gigawatts.
Egyptian renewable energy market appetite is at an all high. We are moving from pilot project to mega scale project, and also the private sector is deeply involved in this policy and industry, following with PPA schemes and net metering, which serve the industrial and commercial sector in Egypt. This is due the new strategy and new policies from European countries to apply the climate change policies. This driven the industrial sector in Egypt to have more renewable energy and solar energy projects.
In Egypt's 2030 vision, the plan is for solar to produce 24% of the country's electricity and for renewables to comprise 42% of the nation's energy mix.
Our Egypt 2030 vision has two very important goals. One of them is to enhance the quality of life for Egyptians. We can't do that without renewable energy. Within a few years, I believe we will be generating a lot of that power, and we will replace traditional energy. Egypt now holds environmental impact assessment for any new project to see how consumed resources will be replenished and what energy is it going to consume. Old factories within the next few years have to comply and to diminish traditional fuel.
And in this ambitious journey to greener power, one partner stands out in particular.
China is a strategic partner to provide the hardware and the components and the technology. We can say that most of components, 80% to 90%, coming from Chinese origin, which is good, which is very good, because now China moved from cost-effective product to more advanced product.
Companies here usually deal with Chinese products that they not only provide the components themselves, but also the maintenance and the spare parts are provided. The Chinese products have their own insurance and they provide financing through Sinosure. Therefore, it has been very reassuring over the past 10 years, and that's why Egyptian companies have pushed Chinese products, not only because of the price, but also because the quality has caught up and surpassed the European or American counterparts.
For Chinese renewable energy corporations, Egypt is very attractive for both its climate and its geographic location at the crossroads of 3 continents.
Egypt has a vast area of land. The power of the solar radiance is available almost all year long. We don't get much rain or clouds. The luminance lasts for a long time, up to 11 hours a day. All of these factors make solar energy very promising in Egypt.
A country like Egypt has the highest irradiance in the world, and it's one of the best among one of the top few, like in Chile. Therefore, of course, Egypt is one of the highest yielding investments when it comes to solar energy.
Across Egypt and in the Chinese industrial zone on the Suez Canal, more than $3 billion of Chinese investments have been announced to onshore the manufacturing of equipment essential for renewable energy. That includes production lines for wafer and ingot silicon, glass for solar cells, and lithium batteries to make solar power more sustainable.
With China, Egypt is producing batteries that can store up to 7 gigawatts of electrical power. Solar farms that will generate at least 3 gigawatts of electrical power this year. And cooperation between the two countries has expanded to include wind power, as negotiations to locally build wind turbines is currently underway. Adel Mahroui, CGTN, Cairo.